Hello, I'm Parisa. Welcome to my channel. In this session, I'm going to be teaching you some simple postures for stretching the shoulders, and these postures can help you to have more flexible shoulders. And the reason that I'm recording this video is because last week I taught you a posture called Raja Kapotthasana or King Pigeon pose, and in that pose you actually need a lot of flexibility in the back, but besides that you need to have very flexible shoulders too in order to rotate your shoulders and do the posture correctly. So in this video I'm gonna give you some simple exercises, and if you do them regularly you will be able to do that pose easily, and also you will have more flexible shoulders. But if you're new here, make sure to watch the videos that are categorized in the playlist on my channel, and also I'll be very thankful if you subscribe. So in order to do the postures, before we start, there are some things that you need to know. When you first start the practice, since these postures might be new to you, after the practice you might feel a little bit of weakness in your shoulders, and also the next day you might feel pain in your shoulders, which is normal if you do all the postures correctly as I say. But if you feel like a very bad pain or a very sharp discomfort, you need to stop the practice and make sure that you did all the postures correctly, and then when you feel like you're ready you can start again. And the next thing is that every posture that I teach in this video, you need to do it for about 10 to 15 times. And also there are some postures that might be too difficult, so if you feel like you're not able to do them right now, it's no problem, just go with the easy ones first, and then when you feel like your body is ready to do the more difficult ones, then you can start the more difficult ones. But don't put pressure on yourself, because it's gonna be harmful otherwise, and the purpose is to have a better body, not to harm it. So in order to start the first practice, we started with the easiest one. You need to put your hands on your shoulders first, and then you need to rotate your arms as you inhale, and as you exhale you need to rotate it back. So inhale, bring your elbows together and lift it up, and exhale down. Inhale, elbows together, exhale down. Inhale, elbows together, and exhale down. Just simply like this. You need to do this posture for about 10 to 15 times, and then after you finished it, then stop. And you need to do this one exactly the same but reverse. So I just did it from front to back, so I'm gonna do it from back to front. Inhale, arms back, and exhale front. Inhale back, exhale front. Inhale back and exhale front. Just simply like this. Repeat this one, and then when you're done, slowly stop the practice. So this was the first exercise. So for doing the second exercise, you can actually do it in a sitting pose, but I think that standing pose is easier, but it's still up to you. If you feel more comfortable while sitting, it's no problem, just do whatever that makes you feel better and more comfortable. So in order to start, you need to make a fist first, like this, and then you need to inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, slowly rotate your shoulders back and hands down. Inhale up and exhale down. And I'm gonna do it this side so you can see my other angle too. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Just simply like this. And then if you feel like you can do more, actually you need to rotate your shoulders faster after doing this pose for about 10 to 15 times. But If you're not able to do it quickly, it's no problem. Just do it slowly, and then when you feel like you're ready, then you can speed it up. So after 10 to 15 times of doing it slowly, then you started doing it faster like this, if you can. And I'm gonna show it to you on the other side as well, like this. But if you're not able to do it quickly, it's no problem. Just do it slowly and then try to do it faster when you feel like your body is ready. And also, you need to do this exercise exactly the same but reverse. So you need to take your arms from back, inhale and exhale to front. Inhale from back and exhale to front. Inhale back and exhale front. And after doing it for about 10 to 15 times, then if you can, speed it up like this for about maybe 30 seconds if possible. If not, just 15 seconds is fine. And then I'm showing you the other side as well. And then slowly stop the practice. And after you do this practice, you might feel a little bit pain in your shoulders and maybe weakness. It's no problem. Just stretch your shoulders a little bit like this to relax your muscles. And then just, if you can, start the next practice. And then, but as I said, if you're not able to do it quickly, it's no problem, because I don't want you to hurt yourself. So make sure that you are comfortable with every pose that you do. So the third pose that I'm gonna teach you is called elbow plank. Actually, the third exercise is called elbow plank. And we need to do, actually this pose is, this exercise is not only for king pigeon pose or for flexibility of your shoulders. We use this exercise for other things too, but we can do it in order to make the shoulders more flexible as well. So in order to start, you need to interlock your fingers in front of your face, and then the gap between your elbows should be same like your shoulder gap. And then the next step is that you need to put your toes down one by one, and then bring your body in one straight line. And you need to inhale first, and as you exhale, you need to lift your hip up. And as you can see, my shoulders are moving. And then inhale, come back to center, and exhale, lift your hip up. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, lift your hip up. So as you can see, in this pose, there is a movement happening in my shoulders. So this can help for your shoulders to be more flexible. And actually, you can use this exercise for your core and for the strength of your shoulders. And to be honest, this posture, this exercise is more about strength than flexibility, but we can still use it in order to make the shoulders flexible. But if you have a very stiff shoulders and they're not flexible enough, you may not be able to lift your head back like this easily. Maybe you can just go this until here. So make sure that you are completely taking your head inside the gap between your shoulders to have the effect on the shoulders. And also, as you can see, the plank pose that I'm doing, my hip is not too low and my hip is not too up. So my hip is completely in the center. Inhale, and you need to engage your core. Inhale and exhale. Head down. Inhale and exhale. So also this pose, you can do it for about 10 to 15 times in order to have flexibility in your shoulders. So in order to do the fourth exercise, you need to first lie down on your mat, on your belly, like this. And you need to straighten your arms like this, as your shoulder level, same as your shoulder level. And then I'm gonna do on my right arm first. I'm gonna stretch my right shoulder, and then I will do my left side as well. But I'm going to face that side so you can see how my arm looks like. In order to start, you need to first take an inhale, and then you need to put your left hand next to your chest, inhale, and then press your left hand to rotate your body towards left side. And as you can see, my shoulder is stretching like this. And then you need to hold it for about 30 seconds, or if you can, hold it longer if possible is better. But if not, just hold it for a short time first, and then get back to the center. And then do exactly the same thing on your left side as well. So you need to put your right hand next to your chest, and then press your hand to lift your body, turn your body, and then hold this pose as long as you can to stretch your shoulders. And then get back to center. So this was the first level. There is second and third level too. So the second level is that as your arms are straight, and you need, I'm gonna show you on the right side again. So left hand down, and then as you turn your body, the next step is that actually if you are able to balance your body here to lift your arm up. If you're not able to balance your body, it's fine. Just put your left hand down to stretch your shoulders. But the next level, if you are able to balance, you need to lift your left hand up. And then level 2 is that if you can, stretch more. As you can see, I'm turning more to stretch my shoulders more, like this. And take your left arm back as much as you can, as much as possible. And then get back to center and do exactly the other side. Press your right hand down, turn your body to right side, and then if you can balance here like this, because sometimes we're not able to balance, it's okay, put your hand down, no problem. But in level 2, if you can balance, lift your right arm up as well. Inhale and exhale. Take your right arm back to stretch your shoulders more in level 2. And then get back to center. But in level 2, one thing that you need to remember is that you always have to, even in level 1, doesn't matter. In this practice, you always have to make your both arms straight like this. Do not put your arm up here, or do not put your arm down here. Because let's say if I put my arm like this and turn my body, there is no stretching in this pose. And also if I put my arm down here and turn, there is stretching, but it's very little, it's nothing. So make sure that your arm, your hand is in the same line with your shoulder. And then turn your body. So, and if you are not able to do level 2, it's no problem. Just keep practicing with level 1, but make sure that you are doing the posture correctly, because that's all that matters. So this was level 2. Level 3, when you feel like you are more flexible now and you need to take it to the next step, is that after you turn your body like this, and then after lifting your arm up and then taking your arm down to level 2, the third level is that you can press your hand down to turn your upper body as well, like this. As you can see, I turn my upper body and there is more stretching in my shoulders. And then take your hand down like this, and then hold it and get back to center. And do exactly the same thing with your other arm as well. Press your hand and then use your legs to turn your lower body facing the ceiling, and then lift your other hand too to stretch your shoulders. So this was level 3, and then get back to center and take a break, and then do this again. And it's good to hold each posture for about 1 minute, but if you feel too much pain, it's no problem, just hold it. You can start with 30 seconds and then try to increase it. So in order to do the last exercise, you need to use a strap. Actually, you can get a specific yoga strap. If not, you can just use a scarf or a piece of cloth like me, like this. But when you get the strap, make sure that the strap is not elastic, it's not stretchy, because when it's too stretchy, then you will not be able to do this exercise properly. So make sure that the thing that you are using, make sure the thing that you are using is not stretching too much, so it can have a control in your arms. So in order to start, you need to, actually this is a difficult exercise, so make sure that you practice with the exercises from 1 to 4th first, and then move to the 5th exercise. So you need to grab the cloth or the strap, whatever you're using, at a long distance like this, where you feel comfortable. So I'm gonna start first. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale, rotate your shoulders down. So this is a comfortable distance for me, but if you feel not comfortable, just make the distance more. If I don't have more, but like this, lift it up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down, and do this first level for about 10 to 15 times, and then when you're done, make the gap between your hands a little bit shorter when you feel like you can do it. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Just simply like this. And then when you feel like you have enough flexibility, try to decrease the gap more and more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Actually, the gap between your hands is different for everyone, so it depends on your flexibility level. So for me, this is a comfortable gap, and then for me this is a difficult one, but I can still do it. And then down. Inhale and exhale. So make sure that when you're doing it, you're not feeling a very sharp discomfort in your shoulders, because that's gonna harm your shoulders. So make sure the gap is maybe difficult, but not too difficult. So for me, this gap is difficult, but I can still do it, and this is making me feel something in my shoulders. So this is actually good. But let's say that this distance is not comfortable for me, and I'm not able to rotate my shoulders. So don't push yourself too hard. And also the important thing is that when you're doing this exercise, sometimes the gap between the shoulders are not are too little, so we tend to do the practice like this, like we bend one elbow and the other elbow, and that's so wrong. Don't do it, because this is not gonna help you at all, and it can harm your shoulders in the future. So make sure that you are keeping your both arms straight, and you are rotating your arms back at the same time. Do not do it one by one. It's not correct. This is not correct. So if you feel like the gap is too small, just make the gap bigger and do the posture correctly. It's so simple. And then when you feel like your shoulders are flexible enough, try to decrease the gap. And The last thing is that some people are not comfortable doing this exercise while sitting. So you can also do this exercise as a standing pose. It's no problem. You can stand up and then practice this pose. Just do whatever that makes you feel more comfortable. Alright, so that's it for today's video. And as usual, I will end this practice with a beautiful quote by Michael Dolan. Be the light in the dark, be the calm in the storm, and be at peace while at war. Thank you very much for your time and for being with me today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section below. And also thanks a lot for your kind comments, for liking and sharing my videos, and for subscribing to my channel. Weekly, I upload videos about the topics that are categorized in the playlist. I'll see you in my next videos. Bye!